For this video, I'm going to go more into network security groups. I gave an overview in the other video, but this one I'm just going to go a little bit more. So I'm creating a virtual machine, and I'm going to make a new virtual network and a new subnet and new public IP. If you don't want it, you could just say none. But here's where you could create the network security group. So if you do basic, it creates it for you. If you do advanced, you could configure it yourself and everything, and none if you don't want one. I'm just going to keep that basic. So let's create this VM. I'll come back when it's ready. Okay, it's ready. So I checked for to do our RDP, so that's why this is here in the inbound. And right now it's allowing a connection from anywhere, but we should make it more secure and allow only from the workstation that you're using, only what device you're using. Alright, so I connected to it. So now we want to add that rule of changing RDP. So I'm gonna keep this one here, but I'm gonna add a new one, and we want to get your workstation's public IP. So you could just type in Google and what's your public IP address, and it brought me to this site and it told me this one. But also I tried doing this command, which is invoke web requests ifconfig.me/ip.content.trim, and it's giving me a different one than this one. So honestly, I'm gonna make two rules and see which one works. I'm trusting Google more actually. So source, you change the IP addresses, you put it in, and I'm fine with that. And we want RDP 3389 allow, and we'll call it cloud command. And now let's just make the second one. Source IP address, boom, same destination. We want RDP again. Doesn't matter the priority. Because as long as it's before any deny ones, then it's going to allow it before. Anyway, and now I want to RDP to it and install IIS on it. So I'll come back after I've done that, because I've shown how to do it in the past before. Alright, so it's in the middle of installing, so we could just let that finish. And while we wait, go back to networking, we create another inbound rule, and we'll do service tag. So it's going to be internet, because basically we want to open up port 80 so we could have access to the web server. So internet is fine because that's what we're trying to do, and so it's going to be HTTP for port 80, and we'll just call it port 80. So you could also just leave this any or whatever else, but we'll do service tag. And after it creates it, we'll be able to take this public IP which is the same over here, and paste it, and it should work. Alright, so it's done here. If you want, you could even go to it in here. But anyway, okay, I created it. I'll come back when it's ready. And here it is, it works. and let's go into the VM and you just type in localhost, and it's also available there. So that's how to create some rules for your network security group.